Did you know that St. Luke's University Health Network has been recognized by the U.S. government as the highest performing health system in the United States for quality? You heard right. St. Luke's #1 recognition affirms our status as the top leader among the most respected healthcare providers in the nation, including Houston Methodist and the Mayo Clinic. To state it simply, if you want to receive the best care when you go to a hospital, come to St. Luke's.
Excuse me! Taxi! What are you doing?
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Tuesday night. And with us today is the chairman of the GOP, Joe Gruter. And, well, there's a lot of interesting things happening, Joe. The Save America Act, where only American citizens vote. Is it going to happen or is it not going to happen?
Well, listen, it seems simple. I mean, the overwhelming majority of Americans are in favor of it. I think like 81% are in favor of it. But the Democrats, what they're trying to do basically is, they allowed potentially 30 million illegals into our country over the last, under the Biden administration. And now they don't want to require voter ID or proof of citizenship. To me, it's a clear indication that their intent is to cheat and to do whatever it takes to win, and they're going against common sense and reasonableness and what 81% of Americans believe should happen.
I saw some of the statistics that 70% or 75% of the Democrats think it's a good idea that people need ID to vote, and 95% of Republicans feel it's a good idea. Now, how do we sort things out to make sure that congressional representatives vote that way?
Well, listen, there's only one reason why they don't want to have voter ID. It's because they're trying to fundamentally change this country. I mean, you can see what happened just here in New York City with native-born versus non-native-born Americans voting, and obviously now you ended up with Mondami, and that's with the citizens that are here in New York City. Think about if the illegals are voting across the country and are being pushed to the polls, and that's the big thing we face. There's 51 U.S. senators who have come out in favor of this now, including Fetterman in Pennsylvania. So I'm optimistic that they're going to try to break things loose and try to make things happen. Because at the end of the day, you want to make sure you have confidence in the system. Our democracy is founded on the basis that we believe that we're going to have free and fair elections. And when people don't have confidence, or the confidence is being eroded, I think it's bad for everybody. And so I think this is a common sense way to do it. Like I said, it's only the elite elected class Democrats that are trying to block this move, and their intent is to fundamentally change the future of this country. So
let me get this straightened out for all the American people listening to our show. We only need 51 votes in the Senate on this one because there's no money involved?
Well, no, because you really need 60 votes. So that's why you need that's why they're going to have to move. They're going to have to try to break through this wall of the filibuster, and there's ways to do it so you don't break the full filibuster, but maybe do it on this particular vote. And but my thing is, I think Senator Thune needs to do whatever he has to do to make sure this happens, because we're literally trying to save the country. And the Democrats, like I said, they open borders and chaos is what they're looking for, and they're trying to give a path to all these people they've let in to go vote, and it's that's the only reason why they would not want voter ID. I mean, even I think Somalia last week said they're going to voter ID. I mean, it's completely ridiculous that the Democrats think that minorities and women are too stupid to be able to figure out a way to get the proper ID to vote.
I mean, if they think that's more racist than anything else you could say.
Exactly right, and all you got to do is talk to people on the street, and they do it all the time. They just use that as an excuse and a cover because they're trying to hide the real intent, and that's at the end of the day to undermine the election system. And it's unfortunate that we live in a time where that's accepted and being pushed by the opposing party. So.
Joe Gruter, chairman of the Republican National Committee, thank you for calling in this Tuesday evening, and let's catch up again real soon, maybe on next Sunday.
Look forward to it, John.